Okay, guys, we may get to chapter 3 today. How many chapters are there? I don't know. 6 and then the final chapter. So 7. Stay away from Emma. No. Do not corrupt Emma. Stay away from her, Angelica. I'd press my delicates on that ironing board. Oh, God! Angelica! How is this game rated T? I don't understand how these games are rated T. If only I could add the both of you to my wonderful harem. I don't want to be here anymore. Thanks, Fee. Could swap bodies with me? I could just follow you. As soon as George finishes tuning up the bike. Hey, George. George, I'll slip you some money if you, fuck it up. Thank you, George. No! Wait, what? There's a third one. I tend to lose control when confronted with such beautiful young ladies. You're green with envy? This is not my problem. I don't think there's anyone at the old world, but I'm going anyway. Nope. I don't like that the music stops when I go there, though. Useless! useless. Okay, see, what concerns me about Eustace, though, which is why I kind of like it, is that he can actually back up his talk. It's people like that, if they can't back it up, I hate. But if they can back it up, I love them. Like, Eustace can actually back it up, bro. I love how smug Eustace is, though. This will be a great 4 games. With Eustace. I'm hoping that the older Eustace gets, the more mature and his smug remarks get. Like, I want them to mature with him. You don't like Eustace? Well, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Also, you don't know anything on him. It's not true you've played these games. Wait, what? I'm sorry? You've played them? All of them? Yeah, you've played the entire series. Okay, goodbye. Okay, never mind. I guess you can, but it's still okay to be wrong. Or not liking Eustace. It's okay to be wrong. Oh yeah. I guess we could... We'll go to Berea Heart? Is that where we're going? Ah, you made it. Hey. Good morning. Are you leaving now too? Yeah, I'm hoping we'll be able to reach Berea Heart before noon. Looks like you guys already have your tickets, huh? Yeah, the train to the capital should be arriving any minute now. Our destination, St. Arc, is about as far from Trista as yours, I believe. Yes, they're both about 5 hours from Trista by express train. I've never ridden on a train for so long before. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Guess they're the same as ever, huh? I'm amazed they're not sick of the whole ordeal by now. It's getting tedious. But Fee! If anyone could do it, it's you, Reen. Do what? Get those two to make peace with one another. I couldn't make it work, but I suspect you have a much better chance. Do you really think it's even... Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop. That's us. I'm afraid we've got to run. May Adios be with you. Let's all do our very best. You bet. Take care, everyone. Bye. That's a fun sound. Sounded like my game was breaking with that sound, but it's fine. I guess we should buy our tickets and line up for the Bereahard train then. Yes, let's. If we must. Though I'm loath to patronize a city so crawling with nobles. Good morning, Class 7. Group A is headed to Bereahard today, correct? Yes, that's right. I believe that's a direct line that stops at Keldic, isn't there? Indeed, there is. Every other train heading east from here is the direct line. And the next one will be arriving soon, so I suggest buying your tickets now. Certainly. That'll be 5 passengers for Bereahard. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. Passenger service bound for Keldic, Bereahard, now arriving platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board please wait on the platform until whatever that said. That was... I didn't realize it was auto-progressing. Cool. Shall we review what we know about where we're going? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Would you mind giving us an overview, Eustace? You're from Bereahard City, after all. If that's what you want, I'll oblige. But are you sure you wouldn't rather hear from the group's finest intellectual mind instead? I'm sure he'd be able to give you a far more critical analysis, without any of the pro-noble bias I'm certain to inject. Are you suggesting that I allow my views to cloud my ability to see things objectively? Oh, not at all. You were intelligent enough to score second on the entrance exam, after all. And you've spent your every waking moment since with your nose glued to a textbook, studying as if your life depended on it. So I'm sure your knowledge is quite vast, in terms of book smarts, even if it is lacking in virtually every other regard. Why, you... But please stop, both of you. Well, it's easy to see why you scored so miserably in last month's field study. Oh! What was that? Reen? Last month, Group B got an E on their field study. If that had been a paper exam, it would have been a fail, and a low one too. Do you two really want that to happen again? Well, I hope you're not naively suggesting we just put all our differences aside and become best friends. Of course not. We were chosen to be in class 7 because of our differences, in fact. We come from different backgrounds, so naturally, we're going to have conflicting opinions and ways of looking at things. And no doubt we all have a few beliefs that we're not willing to compromise on, no matter what. But that doesn't change the fact that for the next few days, we're all part of the same group. We're all partners. Green. I was wondering what you were getting at. You have to be joking. I refuse to accept the idea that... I'm not saying we have to be friends, but we're in the same group, and we're working toward the same objective. Let me try putting it another way. We're united against a common enemy, Group B, and unless we want to lose them to them, we have to work together here. What? Reen? I wouldn't have taken you to be the competitive type. Of course I am. I care about winning and losing just as much as the next guy, and get just as frustrated when other people hold me back. I'm jealous of how good your grades are, for example. All 3 of you. I feel like I'm losing the race and have to struggle to catch up. And it was beyond frustrating when we lost against the instructor the other day. Ah, I see. There's no denying that she's strong. Incredibly strong, in fact. I don't know what kind of experience or training she's been through to become that way, but it's simply a fact. I just feel like if we'd been able to work together a little better, if we'd been able to form proper combat links with one another, we may have at least evened the odds a little. You would've. Sarah's only strong because she knows how to fight. If you'd been able to work together, you could have withstood her onslaught a little longer. You might not have won, but you wouldn't really have lost either. Exactly. Elisa, Laura, and Elliot are all in the same group as last time. And Gaius seems like the type who can work well with anyone. They'll be a strong team. Yeah, they'll be able to give their absolute best no matter what comes their way. Honestly, if we don't do something about our own shortcomings, their score could easily double ours. Enough, I get it already. And it's not like I have much of a choice but to go along with your yay team attitude now, do I? Indeed, I would prefer not to cooperate with this farce. But I have no intention of standing by and accepting defeat. So you're saying, until this trip is over, we will call a truce. Agreed? Very well. The very notion of working under these circumstances is ludicrous, but I am more than capable of enduring such idiocy if I must. The same goes for me. Well, at least it seems they might actually try to cooperate with one another this time, right? That's a significant improvement over last month. I do feel a bit better. This is an improvement? I shudder to think what things must have been like last time. Alright, here's what I can tell you. Boreahard is the most important city in the eastern Croizen province. Its population is roughly 300,000, making it relatively large even by municipal standards. The hilly region surrounding the city is inhabited by innumerable minks, which are prized for their fur. Furthermore, the Croizen province as a whole is also widely renowned for the high-quality gemstones mined there. Yes, gems and fur are regarded as Boreahard's 2 main specialties. There's even a part of the city dedicated solely to those who work with them, isn't there? There would be Artisans Street in South Boreahard, yes. Large numbers of artisans gather there to prove their worth. There's a shop in Heimdall that specializes in gems produced in Berea Heart as well. Of course, only nobles and the ridiculously wealthy have any reason to patronize it. Can't see myself ever going there. Which brings up perhaps the most important thing to note, a fact of which you are already quite aware, but it can't be stressed enough. Berea Heart is, at its heart, a city of nobles. What's been said about it in that regard is no exaggeration. It's really true, huh? I've heard nobles don't actually make up the majority of the population, though. That's correct. However, from Artisan Street to the enormous Provincial Army Guardhouse, to the Central Plaza with its giant cathedral, to the airport designed to handle the largest of airships, Berea Heart is a city that was developed with the nobility and the Alberea House hold in particular at its center. So it really isn't an exaggeration then. I'm surprised you're able to discuss your own family so objectively. There's no point in denying the truth. As long as we're in Berea Heart, you'd be well advised to keep your usual anti-noble vitriol to yourself. Unless you fancy becoming very friendly with the Provincial Army, at any rate. I know that. I can hold my tongue when I have to. Is it bad that I'm actually seeing this as kind of encouraging? In a weird sort of way, it feels like we're making progress. I hate having to cooperate with him, but I don't want to be the one responsible for losing to Group B. I suppose I'll call it a truce with you two. I'd almost forgotten that Machias had a problem with me. Listen, I'm sorry about... I don't actually think you're a deceitful noble sympathizer, so there's no need to say anything. But don't get the wrong idea. I'm only agreeing to a truce. I haven't completely forgiven you for what you did. That's more than enough. Thanks, Machias. Well, why would you thank me? Looks like he really doesn't hate me after all. If only I could find some way to make up with him entirely. For what? Reen didn't do anything. Thank you so much, Reen. I knew Gaius was right about you. What do you mean? At the station, he said, if anyone can do it, it's you, remember? I didn't do anything special, though. I just gave them my honest opinion. And that's exactly why I think you were able to successfully convince them. I guess it's up to us now to make sure we don't let the group down. We won't, I'm sure of it. What are you two whispering about? It is rather suspicious. Nothing. Nothing at all. I wasn't expecting to return to Berea Heart so soon. It's been about 2 months now since we started at the academy. Guess it hasn't really been long enough yet for you to miss it, huh? Indeed. And 2 months is hardly enough time for anything to truly change. That's very true. Still, a city full of nobles, I get the feeling I'm going to need a lot more conscious of the... Wait. I'm going to need to be a lot more conscious of the things I say and do. Nobles do have quite a fixation with social standing and class. But you should try not to let it get to you. Just be yourself. If you exert too much energy reigning in your every word and action, we won't be able to get anything done. That's good advice. Thanks. If you have any more like it, I'm sure we'd be really appreciative. We'll be relying on your knowledge of the city. You're in good hands then. Is something the matter? I underestimated you. A little. Thanks, I guess? Still, the hard part will be keeping this up for the whole of our field study. We're going to need to get a whole lot stronger if we want to have a better chance against the instructor next time. If you want to beat Sarah, a little extra training won't be enough. True, we were completely outclassed by her last time. I wonder what sort of regimen she underwent to wind up so strong. It's just who she is. Sounds like Fee knows something. Maybe we can get her to open up a bit more someday.
I'm not going to hold back.
The game I still don't entirely understand.
Well then, go ahead and draw. I'll go first then. We're even. We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're up first.
Oh.
Ah, crap. Boom!
Turn.
Mirror!
Uno reverse.
We're even.
Oh,
We'll have
I
to
didn't mean
redraw.
to do that. Oopsie.
It looks like you're up first. Looks like I win this
Oh.
time.
I fucked that up. It's fine.
Please go easy on me. Shall we draw then? Oh, it looks as though the first move is yours. I'm gonna use a bolt card. I'm gonna use a bolt card.
How many?
I'm gonna use a bolt card.
Brother.
Oh no, this could be trouble. Oh no, this could be trouble. I'm gonna use a bolt card. Ouch, I wasn't expecting that. Ouch, I wasn't expecting that. Ah, we have the same score. Let's draw again. Oh, it looks as though the first move is yours.
Fuck. I lose.
It looks as though I win this time.
If we have to. Draw a card. I'll be going first. Take this.
No, you.
Now you've done it. We have the same score. Let's redraw. I'll be going first. Take this. We have the same score. Let's redraw. Go ahead then. Oh, you impertinent little... Oh, you impertinent little... Oh, you impertinent little... We have the same score. Let's redraw. Go ahead then. At least it wasn't a complete waste of time.
Let the battle begin. We draw here, right? I'm first. Take this. Crap. Ouch. Ouch. Mirror.
I win. Math is hard. Math is hard, bro. Sorry, I retrieved nuggies. Nuggies. Well, hold up, Fee. Oh, yeah, Fee. Fee, go back. This trip should be better than the last. Unless something unexpected happens. Uh-huh. Y'all, I almost shook my soda. I saw a thing in a can and I wanted to shake it. Nuggies. Stay in nugs, not drugs. I would love there to be voice acting at this moment in time. But alas, there's not. Why don't I just go BRB? Oh, you're so right. But now that you said that, I'm not going to. I'm almost done with my nuggies. Listen. It's not time for the BRB screen anyway. So I'm just gonna sit here and eat my nuggies. I'm done with my nuggies. Oh. We passed through the granary region. What a beautiful view. Look, you can see a few steeples in the distance. That's Berea. Indeed, we should be there in roughly an hour now. We may yet arrive by noon after all. Bro, Instructor Sarah hasn't checked in on us yet.
Lord Eustace. Lord Eustace, welcome back to Berea.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Amazing.
I can't believe all the station employees would abandon their duties to come and welcome him.
He's a real VIP.
I've returned here as a student of Thor's military academy to conduct a field study. I believe you were informed that this manner of excessive welcome is neither necessary nor desired, were you not? Well, yes, but...
You're a child of the Alberea household. If anything, we should be apologizing for not giving you an even greater welcome. Please, allow me to carry your luggage.
We would be honored to carry the belongings of your classmates as well.
That won't be necessary.
Huh?
Lord Rufus?
Rufus?
What?
My beloved brother, it's a pleasure to see you again. To think it's been 3 months. Where did the time go?
Wait, Rufus is Eustace's brother? And also, why is Rufus so hot in this game? Was he that hot in Beyond the Horizon? I don't remember him being this hot in Beyond the Horizon.
I wasn't expecting to reunite with you so soon, but I'm delighted to have the opportunity.
As am I. You seem well.
I take it these are your fellow members of Class 7?
Yes, that's correct.
You know about us?
Of course. I've read all about you in my brother's letters. Where are my manners, though? My name is Rufus Alberea. Eustace is my younger brother. You needn't hide your shock. It would come as no surprise at all to learn that my brother has never once mentioned me. He is, after all, quite easily embarrassed.
That's not...
He's being toyed with.
I can hardly believe my ears. What happened to the arrogant young upstart we've come to know and mostly tolerate?
But I digress. This is no time for idle chatter. I came to escort you to your lodgings for the weekend.
Wait, you don't mean...
The car is parked outside. Welcome to the verdant city of Berea. I hope you enjoy your stay, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
So when does he die? Because Reen and Van both said in Beyond the Horizon he's supposed to be dead. So when does he die?
I see.
So the one responsible for selecting our tasks this time around was...
Indeed. I selected them on behalf of my father. Allow me to present you with this.
Thank you.
It really is a fascinating coincidence. I never imagined my younger brother would become classmates with the son of Lord Schwarzer.
Huh? You know my father?
Certainly. Baron Theo Schwarzer is an old acquaintance of mine. Many years ago, I accompanied him to a falconry competition held in the suburbs of Heimdall. He taught me much about the practice and its etiquette. Why, that must have been 10 years ago now. Is he doing well these days?
Yes, he's quite well, and still just as fond of hunting as ever.
Splendid, splendid. And you must be the son of Governor Regnitz, no?
That's correct. I'm surprised you knew.
Indeed. I encounter him quite often when taking care of official matters in the capital. Though our positions may be different, he has given me excellent advice in the past. I feel it must be fate that you two would end up in my younger brother's class. Please do try and get along with him.
I will consider the possibility with an open mind.
Wonderful. And I would be remiss if I were not to acknowledge our two beautiful ladies. No doubt your presence brings a touch of elegance to my younger brother's academic life.
Oh, I'm honored you would say so.
It's nothing like that.
Can we please stop discussing me? And when you say lodgings, you can't possibly be referring to...
Need you even ask? Naturally, you'll all be staying at the Alberea family mansion.
But...
I jest. Father's instructions were that I should do with you as I wish. So, considering the circumstances of your visit, I've had a hotel room prepared. That way you'll be able to concentrate more easily on your field study, no?
Oh, thank you. I truly appreciate it.
I wonder what that was all about.
I'm afraid we'll need to end our charming repartee here, however. For I can see your hotel coming into view now.
I'm afraid to see what the hotel looks like, though. That's not a hotel, man. Thank you for the escort. And thank you very much for arranging a hotel for us. We're truly grateful for your kindness. Oh, think nothing of it. Under ordinary circumstances, I would have invited you to a banquet this evening. But unfortunately, I have business I must attend to in Heimdall after we finish here. In Heimdall? Will you be going by airship? Indeed, I'm representing our father. Don't tell me you're going to be all lonely and blue without me. Surely you jest. He may not be the most affable person, but please do try to extend your kindness to my brother. May the goddess's blessings be with you. I pray that your field study activities are fruitful. So, that was Rufus Alberea. I've heard rumors about him. Like, that he's supposed to be dead? From Van and Reen? When does he die? Or when does he supposedly die? They say he's the ace of the noble faction. Meeting him in person, it's easy to see where that reputation originated. He seemed like a rather charming person, projecting both intelligence and kindness. Yeah, he made a point of showing consideration for my dad, too, even though he's a low-ranking noble. And he effortlessly thrust Eustace into the role of cute little brother. I would have preferred you not to have seen that. Though I must admit, I wasn't expecting him to leave Bereahard just as we arrived. How unfortunate. What do you mean? Nothing that concerns you. We should check in at the hotel and begin our work. Wait. Come on, let's go drop off our things. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Though the thought of actually staying in a hotel this high class is kind of intimidating. Off we go. It is truly an honor that our humble establishment should have the opportunity to greet a member of the esteemed dukes. Spare me the formalities. We came merely to drop off our belongings, after which we will be leaving again immediately. Please show us to our rooms. As you wish. If you'll allow me to escort you to the western wing, then we've a fine suite prepared for you. We have individual rooms reserved for each of your classmates as well. Wait. I believe I told you before that we're here solely for our studies. This excessive hospitality is neither required nor appreciated. But, Lord Eustace, I must insist. Don't make me repeat myself. We require only 2 rooms, one for the boys and one for the girls. Will that be okay with you all? That works for me. It's more than enough. It's fine. Of course. We're students. We should be treated as such. Eustace and Machias in the same room. Are they fine with that? I feel bad for Reen. I feel more bad for Reen being stuck in a room with Eustace and Machias together. We can finally start working on our field study tasks now, I think. Good. We've wasted more than enough time as it is. Now. Let's crack open that envelope, shall we? Alright, here goes. A violent monster has been seen roving the Aurochs Canyon path, and the Croizon Provincial Army would like it eliminated. Monster, Fate Spinner. I don't want to fight anything called Fate Spinner, but okay. Location, atop a cliff partway along the Aurochs Canyon path. Once the monster's been exterminated, please report to the soldiers at Aurochs Fort. Okay. I'd like someone to help me find a particular semi-precious stone. For more details, talk to me at Turner's Jewelers. The Voltaire family even bathes in style, using nothing but the most fabulous bath salts, which we're unfortunately running low on. Will someone procure them for us? If this strikes your fancy, find me on the terrace outside the Sorcier restaurant. Hassan Voltaire, what kind of fucking fancy name is that, man? One request from a noble, followed by one from an artisan. That should certainly keep things interesting. Yeah, they seem to have struck the perfect balance here. The monster one sounds irritating. What did they mean by report to Aurochs Fort on this one? Aurochs Fort sits on the opposite side of Aurochs Canyon. It's a provincial army base originally built in the Middle Ages. The request must have come from there. Sounds like trouble to me. We should probably save that one for last, just to be on the safe side. I'd advise that regardless. The path through the canyon is long and treacherous. We should complete our other tasks before we venture out that way, lest we run out of time. Yes, let's do that. Fine by me. I have no objections either. Alright then, let's get started. I'm sure Elisa and the others are working hard on their own tasks as we speak, and we can't let them beat us. So let's give this our all. Right. Okay. Of course. I give you my word. So, I'm concerned. Why has Instructor Sarah yet to show her face? Why has she not checked on us yet? That's what concerns me, is that I haven't seen Sarah yet. This really is a magnificent room. I'd rather waste it on a lowly baron like me. He became available earlier all of a sudden, though, so I was able to stay here at a very cheap price. This will most likely be the first and last time we get to do so, too. Alright. I managed to convince Father to allow me to come along with him on his business. This city truly is as gorgeous as they say. Father did inform me to be careful, however. I must show respect to the viscounts and counts. I'm afraid to so much as breathe in their general direction. Oh wait, no, actually, I feel like I know why Sarah hasn't been here yet. I mean, last thing, Eustace and Machias weren't in the party. I don't think she wants to be around them. It's a pleasure to be your grace with your presence today, Lord Eustace. There's no need to be so formal. My apologies. I happen to be used to serving nobles at this point, but I was told to ensure that I do not do anything to cause you trouble. So this is the power of someone from the four great houses, huh? Quiet, you. Should I just serve him like anyone else, then? I'm pleased to have the opportunity to serve you, Lord Eustace. We pride ourselves on excellent customer service here at the Hotel Esmeralda. As such, please feel free to request anything that you may need. Eustace doesn't want to be treated like a noble, bruh. I've gathered that much. Eustace just wants to be treated like a normal person. Please accept my apologies for what happened earlier. We plan on holding a small banquet to make up for it, so please. As I have told you countless times, treat us like your other guests. However, it is our policy to... Must I repeat myself? Understood. His family really is influential, aren't they? Perhaps a bit too much in this case. You can tell that they like to flaunt it about. Lord Rufus Alberea seems like he's been very busy lately. He's in charge of this province and even takes care of some of his father's official duties as his representative. While I'm proud to see him do such excellent work, I rarely get the chance to see him at parties anymore.
Who's this a statue of?
It seems to be a statue of Saint Veronica.
Oh, you know of her?
My daddy has a car! It's so cool. It goes vroom! And beep beep and everything. Okay. Tiki, I see he's very excited. It's understandable though. I haven't had much of an opportunity to spend time with him lately. Fortunately, I found the time to do so now. This seems to be the Central Plaza. Goodness, this city truly is a beauty, much more so than I ever could have imagined. Wow, this town is incredible. It's like it popped right out of a fairy tale. The cathedral's over there, and Artisan Street is over here. There's just so much to see. Wait, sir! Oh, if it isn't Lord Eustace. How many months has it been since I last had the pleasure of meeting you? Today happens to be a most splendid day, too, with the warmth of the early summer sun shining down from above. Greetings. It has indeed been a while. Sounds pretty bored. He just seems as arrogant as always to me. Why is that building question marks? Where's that area question marks? I'm confused. Time to be depressed from walking into a church. Many cardinals have come from this cathedral, haven't they? It truly is fitting to regard it as one of Erebonia's centers of faith. Just being here fills me with awe. This cathedral truly is as majestic as they say. I feel as though I've entered an entirely different realm. You youngsters there, feast your eyes on that spectacular stained glass with me. Bro, this isn't a fucking cathedral. It's massive, Jesus. The remains of St. Veronica are stored here at this cathedral. It's said that, long ago, her prayers brought forth a miracle that saved this city from a time of great tragedy. We may be powerless, but we should all strive to be like her. That... God damn it! I get sad every time I go into a church in these games. Oh, Adios, please grant us your guidance. Show us the path that we nobles, who wish to guide the people with pride, must take. Every time I enter a goddamn cathedral in this game, I get sad. Welcome to Berea Heart Cathedral. This is the center of the Septian Church here in the Khoisan province. We have mass scheduled to take place today, too. Perhaps you would like to take part in it? This cathedral is open to all who seek the teachings of Adios. Youngsters, feel free to offer your prayers should you ever face troubling times. May Adios be with you all. I'm leaving this church because every time I enter one, I get sad. Okay. This restaurant's pretty big. I feel like we're a little out of place here. And yet this pales in comparison to the restaurants dedicated to nobles. I'm sorry? I used to come here frequently before I started attending the academy. Huh. It must be good if you're a regular. It must be a gathering place for haughty nobles too then. Huh. Feel free to wait outside for us if you wish. I'll have to give my regards to the owner as well. What? Was that a slight smile I saw there? Greetings and welcome, Lord Eustace. We have received some fresh ingredients this morning. Might you be interested in trying out our seasonal menu? Please don't start giving history lessons while we're here on vacation, darling. Surely there are better ways for you to enjoy yourself. This is as delicious as ever. It's said that this soup was first made in the Middle Ages. In fact, Emperor Dryschulz himself was known to enjoy it. Of course, that's but one of many theories. Others say it was first made by a court chef after his death. Last month's grand market over at Celtic ended up being more stressful than anyone could have expected. Fortunately, they managed to catch the culprits. Everything went more or less back to normal after that. Anyway, I need to focus on making sure my next transaction goes well. This is really expensive looking place. I'm a bit scared for my wallet. I would be scared too, sir. This is delicious. Can he really afford this, though? He said he'd treat me, but I'm kind of worried. Hello, Lord Eustace. It's been a while. One of my assignments at the academy has led me to return here briefly. So, I saw it fit to show my face here. Things seem to be going well for you there. I'm glad. I assume you must all be Lord Eustace's classmates, then? I'm pleased to see that you've been able to make so many friends at the academy. They're only classmates, not friends. They look close. Yeah, I don't think you'd get this close to someone just by frequenting their restaurant, though. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hammond, and I'm the owner and head chef of this restaurant. I intend on continuing to deliver the highest quality of food, so I hope you'll be able to stop by. Welcome to Sorcery, Seer. Allow me to... Oh, it's Lord Eustace. I didn't even notice it was you because of your school uniform. I see you haven't changed much. But of course. I'm still going at it with my cooking studies too, so please feel free to give some of my dishes a try. The sauce magician. How expensive is this? Let's find out. Oh. Damn, okay, bro. Excuse me. Could we talk to you for a minute? Ah, might those uniforms be from Thor's military academy? I assume that you must be the students Lord Rufus mentioned then. What's this all about? Lord Rufus asked me to give some work to some students who came along here for some manner of field study, you see. Well, in truth, he asked my father first, but he's as busy as he ever was, so the request was passed on to his heir. In other words, me. Oh ho, that sounds rather interesting. Doesn't it? Now, take a guess at what I came up with. Oh, you're such a tease. Might I have some time to think about it? So, what exactly was your request? You dare interrupt our conversation? You commoners truly have no courtesy, do you? It's only natural to wait for those superior to finish their Oh, my. What's the matter? Lord Eustace! I had no idea you were here with these commoners! Well, I am. Do you still wish for us to remain quiet while you continue with this nonsense? Of course not! We would never be so crass. I could get used to this. Why couldn't he just stand where they could see him in the first place? Well, what is it that you're looking for? Your request stated that you want some kind of bath salt. Well, you see, I'd like to request that you procure some pink salt for us. I see. That's a rather difficult request. Fret not, then. I can change the request if you wish. That won't be necessary. A request is a request. Is it that hard to find? That's not the issue. We need to make our way through the canyon to the east to find it, much like we need to do for that monster. It's closer to Aurochs Fort than it is to the city, so it won't be an easy journey. Oh, I see. Why are they putting salt in the bath, though? God damn it, Fee! Putting salt in bathwater warms the body. I don't really care for it, but it seems to have some positive health effects. Sounds like something only nobles could afford to do. Well, either way, we know exactly where we need to go now. Yeah, let's get the request from Artisan Street settled before making our way over there, though. Oh. I have to know why it's a question mark.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Wait, fishing.
Not bad.
This seems to be the city's noble quarter.
No wonder most of these houses look so overblown and excessive.
Berea Heart is always so peaceful this time of year. So peaceful, in fact, that it makes you want to doze off. Don't you agree, Bootsy? Apologies, but this way leads to Master Gordy's private room. Unless you have an appointment with him, I'm afraid I will have to ask you to stay away. Who the fuck is Gordy? Is there something you need from me? If not, please don't distract me. I'm trying to focus on my work. You can't stop me! Damn it. I guess he can stop me. I assume this is Berea Heart's guardhouse? Indeed, it is. So this is where your family's personal army hangs out. There's no need to be so blunt, Fee. She's not wrong. My family is responsible for the army's upkeep and operations, after all, and it's quite leveraged for our benefit. Lord Eustace, welcome back. Here we go again. It's an honor to be able to see you again. Is there something that we can help you with? Not as such. However, I did happen to hear about your activities in Celtic. Might you care to explain the army's questionable actions of late? Well, we weren't aware of such things. Eustace. Fine. However, be sure not to forget what your duty as soldiers is, understood? Understood. Please take care. Eustace. I guess that was about what happened during Group A's last field study. Indeed, not that I expect this to have any effect whatsoever. Let us return to the task at hand. Yeah. We don't need you ordering us around. This is the Croydon Provincial Army's guardhouse. What business do you have here? The area around the guardhouse is currently off limits due to maintenance. Please take your leave if you have no further business. Oh my, if it isn't Lord Eustace, I wasn't aware that you had returned home. I'm pleased to see you again after so long. Likewise. This does tend to be the time of year when Baron Hancock comes here, now that I think about it. Indeed, it's tradition for us to leave Lord Hancock's territory and stay in this villa at this time of year. Lord Hancock will need to report on the running of his territory to his grace too, so I expect we'll be visiting soon. There's not much use in telling me that, as you can see. Go ahead and inform our butlers instead. Ah, yes, my apologies. You have returned as part of your academic studies, I believe? I wish you well. It's somewhat fascinating seeing a textbook upper class conversation take place right before you. Just hearing them talk makes me nauseous. It's not my fault. Cato keeps chasing me. He says he's a monster. He's roaring at me. Eek, I gotta run away. We're here. I'm a monster. Roar! Phew, I certainly would appreciate being able to sit down and enjoy some tea right now. I happen to know how to brew some delicious herb tea too. Here, allow me to teach you how to make it too. Savory herb tea? What the fuck is that? Oh, can I just make it? Oh. Healthy liqueur? Oh my god, there's really someone's name Persimmon? God damn it, you nobles. Oh my, Lord Eustace, it's been quite a while. I haven't seen you since last year's dinner party, I believe. That sounds correct. I'm pleased to see nothing much has changed here. Thank you. I'm not entirely sure if that's a good thing, however. Certain members of our family could stand to change a little. Oh. Eek. Cato, Hein, be quiet. I can't speak with Lord Eustace if you're so loud. I'm terribly sorry about all this, Lord Eustace. I do hope you will invite us next time to have a dinner party at the mansion. I'll do just that. Oh, good day, Lord Eustace. It's been around a year since we last met, hasn't it? Good day to you, Baron Heroncock. I hear things are going well for you and your land. We did happen upon some fine material at our mines, though that may have just been due to Adios's whims. I heard of your enrollment into Thor's. The Academy is a fine environment for cultivating both body and mind. I do hope you'll make the most of your time there. That was my intention.
Wait, this leads to...
Huh? What's wrong?
Never mind.
Oh, good day, Lord Eustace. Allow me to open the gate for you. There's no need, I was just stopping by. Does father remain in good health? As always, yes. I am pleased to see that you seem to be in good health yourself. Thanks. So this is Eustace's home. He doesn't seem like he wants to go back, though. I wonder why. Brother, look at the God damn, bro!
This street seems kind of different from the others.
This is Artisan Street, where craftsmen and merchants ply their trades.
Oh, what a pleasure it is to be here in the Verdant City. A city dedicated to nobles, which also serves as, Erebonia's center of fashion. My daughter is quite a fashion addict, you see. She's so desperate to make her way to the tailor that she won't listen. I got my hands on some rare Eastern silk at Celtic's Grand Market. Teehee, now I have to go find a suitable tailor. Only the best will be able to make good use of such rare material. So what you're saying is, any minute now. Indeed, we shouldn't have to wait long. Oh, it looks like he's with a customer right now. What should we do? Should we return later? Judging by the uniform, you're... Ah, and I see Lord Eustace is with you too. Welcome to our store. Have you come regarding the field study request? We have, but I'd ask that you please refrain from giving us any special treatment on my account. If our timing is inconvenient for you, we're quite amenable to returning at a later hour. No, it's the opposite, in fact. We were just discussing you, as it happens. Alright then. Wait, you were discussing us? Does that mean... Of course, if you'd allow me to explain. This is Bengt, a tourist currently staying here in Bereahard. He's the one responsible for the request that brought you here. See, I'm going to get married in the near future, and I came here to inquire about having a wedding ring made. The artisans of Bereahard are renowned far and wide for their skill with gem processing, so it seemed the ideal choice. So you've made what I presume to be a substantial journey in search of the perfect ring. It is a wonderfully romantic thing to do, isn't it? There's no denying the quality of the jewels one can procure here, but they don't come cheap. That's exactly right, unfortunately. Buying one of the local gemstones on my income isn't very plausible. And the septium ring, especially, is out of the question. I quickly realized how impulsive I had been, and had almost given up. But then I consulted with Brooke here on whether or not I had any chance of finding a good deal, and he gave me a really good idea. Oh? That's right. A precious stone might be out of his budget, but there are stones just as beautiful that are a whole lot cheaper. Semi-precious stones, if you will. The name's pretty self-explanatory. I suggested we make a ring for him using one, specifically a gem known as Dryad's Tear. I'm not familiar with that one. I think I may have heard of it, actually. It's made from a very particular tree sap that hardens like stone after being exposed to air for a long time. And it has a translucent shine to it that people say is easily the equal of septium. That's the one. I'm surprised you know so much about it. Guess you're an expert on jewels as well, huh? That's our Emma. It's just a personal interest of mine. Does that mean the reason you called us here is... Exactly. I'd like you to collect one of these Dryad's Tears for my client. Fortunately for you, many of the trees that the tears can be harvested from grow on the Northern Croissant Highway. But even though it only qualifies as semi-precious, it's still a pretty rare gem. So finding one might not be an easy task. Well, then I suppose we'll just have to buckle down and look. It may not be quite the challenge our dear friend here has made it out to be, you know. Huh? The innocent wood nymph's tear that you seek. How would you respond if I were to say that I saw one with my own eyes mere moments ago? But who's this guy? Do you know him, Eustace? I can't say I recall ever meeting him before, no. Gracious, how terribly impolite of me not to introduce myself before speaking. My name is Baron Blueblanc. It's a true pleasure to make your acquaintance. From paintings, sculptures, and the finest of arts to the most delicately detailed crafts. I am a connoisseur and lover of beauty, craftsmanship, and artistry in all their many splendid forms. I see. He seems a little off-puttingly eccentric. But that's enough about myself. I hear you're seeking a Dryad's Tear. Yes, that's right. You say you saw one moments ago? Are you certain? My dear lady, I would never dream of lying about matters of beauty. I beheld the light which you seek on the Northern Highway. Of that I am most certain. And yet I must confess that my knowledge of the area is not so great that I would be able to share its exact location. Though perhaps that's the way it should be. After all, a brilliant light has true meaning only when one grasps it with his own two hands. You don't say. Guy's manner of speech is irritating. So is the content of his words. Now, let's hear him out. Well, we're certainly appreciative for the information. May I ask why you're telling us all of this, though? Perhaps it's the spirit of inquisitiveness that drives you to seek a beauty mere mirror cannot buy. It moves me so, and being the generous man that I am, I deigned to extend an olive branch. Is that sufficient enough reason for you? Sure? Well, we'll know soon enough if he's telling the truth. Yes, we need to begin our search. We can choose to follow his lead, unspecific as it may be, or disregard it entirely. I think our chances are about equal either way. Well, we'll be leaving now. Hopefully you'll see us back soon enough with the Dryads here in tow. Good luck. I appreciate it. Haha, good day to you. Lord Eustace, it's a pleasure to see you again. I'd be honored if I could be of service to you today. Please, let me know if there's anything you require. I'd be more than happy to oblige. Oh my, there really are all kinds of stores here. The nobles frequent them too, so they're guaranteed to offer good quality. Well, if it isn't Lord Eustace, what are you doing here? That's quite the greeting. My brother made mention of the fact that you would be in charge of our Arcus. Is that correct? It is. I'd appreciate it if he didn't expect an old guy like me to get used to all this new technology, though. But seeing as it's Lord Rufus we're talking about, I'm willing to look past the inconvenience. Regardless, at least allow me to offer my apologies. Hurry up and tell me your business then. I've got plenty of other things to be doing. It's hard to sit down and relax over in the stores in the central plaza, since all of them are geared towards nobles. Simpler places like this are more suited to us common folk. Don't get me wrong, though. I mean that in a good way. Welcome. If you want a drink, I'd have to recommend our espressos. I actually started making espressos as a kind of experiment for the artisans who come here, a change of pace of sorts. I started brewing them on a daily basis, and eventually I became good at it. Nowadays, they call me the espresso master. Cleaning. It's so much fun. Sorry about that. Please feel free to go in if you're looking for a meal. We're not the fanciest store, but the Master's Espresso is pretty popular. Oh my, if it isn't Lord Eustace, please feel free to ask if you need something custom made. We're proud to say that we tailored some of Lord Rufus's indoor clothing. Take your time now. But my money. Oh wait, actually now is the time because I have people in the party. I have no money again. Okay. So here's what I mentioned. Because I went over Eustace and Machias for where they're ranked. The Fee is the third best character in the game. And Emma is the fourth best character in the game. So the top 4 characters in the game are Reen, Laura, Fee, and Emma. Getting stuck in a place like this is the worst. I really wanted to get stationed over at Oryx Fort too. Don't know how to pronounce this place because no one has said it yet. Where's this go? Oh. We will never know. It won't let me go there.
I love the look of this city. It's so beautiful.
Maybe so, but it's got nothing on Heimdall in terms of sheer scale.
Oh, damn, Fee, okay. Stop. Oh, that... Never mind. That raises it a lot. Wait, was Rain the only one without... Oh my god. Gee. Wish I had money. Okay. The train barreled on, almost flying through the thick veil of fog. Droplets of water splattered against the window glass, extending out like transparent veins, and continued to wriggle back and forth under the pressure of the swiftly passing wind. Placing the temple of my head against the glass, I stared blankly down at the tickets in my hand and rubbed the two of them together between my fingers. I would be traveling by train to the border city, far south of its imperial cousin, and then to reach the liberal kingdom I would have to transfer to an airship. Both of my tickets were first class, but not the highest end seats available. The passenger car was nearly at full capacity, but for some peculiar reason, nobody had seated themselves in the space next to mine. As I mused about the empty seat, it occurred to me that Mitch may have purchased the spot ahead of time, leaving it vacant on purpose. There was no doubt in my mind that he was being paid handsomely to make sure this job was done and done well. Will you be traveling the Liberal Kingdom, sir? Right around the time my trip on the rails had passed its halfway mark, I was met with this sudden question and sat up with a start. My eyes searched for the one who asked it. There, standing in the aisle, was a single woman with a radiant complexion, beaming down at me. She wore a coat with overlapping buckles secured slightly above her breasts and appeared to be in her mid-30s. Gingerly bending her knees and pointing her finger at the empty seat beside me, she asked, "Do you mind?" With a tilt of her head, she indicated the rear of the passenger car where swirling smoke saturated the air and softly muttered, "The smell from the tobacco smoke is just dreadful." Wordlessly, I nodded and dragged my bag from its place on the floor, moving it over by the window to the opposite side of my feet. The woman expressed her thanks and delicately sat herself down in the seat next to mine. For being a perfect stranger, she talked on endlessly, and I appropriately reciprocated the conversation by saying that I was on my way to the Liberal Kingdom on business as an orbment specialist. Her story was that she was on a mission of mercy for the church and had an errand to fulfill in the border city. "Just so you know, people sometimes refer to me as Sister," she went on. "Of course, it's just a nickname." She recrossed her black leather boot-clad legs and let out a sort of suppressed titter from the back of her throat as she made mention of this. Sister Cornelia was her nickname. We continued on in this fashion, subjecting ourselves to a variety of idle banter, and as the time drew on, the sun overhead began to dip in its arc, crossing the celestial meridian and descending into the west. Each time the moving train cleared a grove of trees, the entire vehicle, passenger cars and all, was bathed in a warm apricot hue, flooding into the cabins, creating a majestic spectacle. I gaped at the coruscating effect, and in doing so, locked eyes with Sister Cornelia right at the moment the brilliance of the sinking western lights seeped into her rich brown irises, causing them to give off an exquisite rubescent sparkle. The glimpse made me wonder if the origin of her nickname was somehow related to the color of her eyes being likened unto the luster of a polished carnelian stone. The train gradually began to decelerate, and Sister Cornelia returned to her original seat in order to collect her bags. As a matter of habit, I checked my bag and orbman and found both the junk paper-covered package and the magical device fastened into my trousers' inner pocket by a series of chain stitches, exactly where and how I'd left it. A woman's voice came over the intercom system announcing that the train would be arriving on schedule and that rainy weather was to be expected at our destination. At the conclusion of the announcements, a number of disappointed sighs could be heard coming from along the rows of seats. Raindrops pattered against the windows outside as the looming silhouette of the overcast city came into view. The station's signal lamp emitted an angular light which was scattered with a refractive effect by the falling droplets of water. Then came a spine-chilling metallic sound, followed by the jolt of the orbital engine's reversing thrust as the locomotive at the front of the train lurched to a halt. Over the loudspeaker came another announcement asking passengers to ensure that they did not leave their baggage behind, and with that, several people stood up and crowded into the aisle, watching a station worker in uniform as he waved a small flag amidst the falling rain. I picked up my bag and rose to my feet. I crossed paths with Sister Cornelia as I attempted to step into the aisle, but when she tried to step aside and allow me room to pass, she suddenly tripped and fell forward. Grabbing onto my shoulder for support, she picked herself up and, with an embarrassed smile, let me by. I gave her a short bow in line with general etiquette practices, then headed for the exit ahead of her. Following my lead, Sister Cornelia shuffled along closely behind me, so close, in fact, that it felt as if she would step on my heels. Back from 3 hours of driving in the snow, I'm so sorry, Natra. Something about it just didn't feel right. Instinctively sliding my right hand into my pocket, I searched for my orbman, but the brass feeling I had grown accustomed to was nowhere to be felt. In an instant, I felt my arm being twisted behind my back by someone or something with incredible strength. The sleek sound of a blade being unsheathed and then a warning prick of the tip at my back indicated the seriousness of the situation. "I have what you're looking for, Toby," whispered Sister Cornelia in an almost inaudible tone, her lips barely moving just behind my right ear. "Let's not try anything either, shall we? I'd hate to see your afternoon spoiled any more than it's going to be." And to show that she meant business, Sister Cornelia slightly altered the angle of her grip on my wrist, causing an explosion of agony that sent sparks flashing behind my eyes. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Okay. I'm so... The fuck, man? Okay. Sister Cornelia spoke to me in a tender tone as she sent a wave of immense pain rushing through the whole of my right hand. "I won't have any trouble with you, now will I, Toby?" she asked. Far from eyes just brimming with tears, I nodded my head in consent as the salty streams of water ran down my face. Satisfied with my answer, she loosened her grip, and I felt the pain vanish as if it had all been some sort of illusion. With a wry smile, she further added, "Don't get me wrong, Toby. I've been sent here to protect you by the goddess herself." This is what she said while instructing me to keep my eyes focused on what lay beyond the window glass. Yet, there was something about the way she pronounced the last syllable of my name that really rubbed me the wrong way. Little by little, the line of passengers slowly began to flow into the out of the train car. Prodded on by Sister Cornelia, I inched forward while keeping my gaze on the platform through the passenger car window. Down the stairs, which led to the front ticket gate where the figures of those men from earlier this morning, the 3 thug-like passengers who had been loitering near the large horse-head emblem of tile at the Imperial Station. A muffled laugh echoed from her throat as she, too, noticed them. "Well, isn't this a warm reception party you've got going on?" Cocking my head, I quietly pleaded, Give me back my orbment. Sister Cornelia said nothing. Members of the crew bid us farewell as we stepped through the exit to disembark the train onto the lead-colored platform below. Angrily, I thought to myself, damn it, what's wrong with these fools? Can't they see what's going on? I shut my eyes halfway to protect them from the drizzle whipping against my face, and I unhurriedly descended the wet set of stairs, a half-pace at a time. Sister Cornelia moved along behind me at precisely the same length of stride. Below, the group of thugs waited expectantly at the bottom of the stairs. Waited for me, no doubt. Contemplating the rate at which I was going, I ultimately believed it was only a matter of time before I would be handed over to the enigmatic group. I caught sight of their soured faces as the distance between us grew smaller and felt the heat of my left hand tightly gripping my bag grow in intensity until my palm began to sweat profusely. Hitting the midway point on the stairs, Sister Cornelia suddenly whispered in my ear, "Keep your eyes on the ground, Toby." I did as I was told and cast my gaze down upon the tips of my boots, stained to a darker shade by the rainwater. Then, right at the moment I let out my breath, I felt a deep sense of pressure just below my shoulder blades as I was forcefully shoved forward. Droplets flew from my saturated fingers, and my world turned upside down as I tumbled down the stairs and slammed back first into the group of hoodlums. With a muffled crunch, I felt the painful sensation of my ribs crumple under the weight of my body and then return to normal from their severely compressed state. Ow! I'm not okay! Two of the seemingly military men who were hit as I toppled down the stairs, like an avalanche unleashed on a pair of young saplings, absorbed the transfer of force and were thrown into a large puddle collecting on the ground nearby. Shrieks erupted from startled passengers nearby, more shrill than the high-pitched sound of the railway brakes from a decelerating locomotive. As my world spun wildly around me, I lay there, the chill of the towel seeping into my back. With a concerted effort, I rolled my eyes to the left where my arm remained in an outstretched state. By some act of the goddess, I had managed to keep my tight five-finger grip on the bag I had been carrying. In an effort to get up, I slid into a prostrate position, keeping my chin in contact with the ground, making a low visual sweep of the vicinity as if my life depended on it. I noticed the military-like physiques of the men had vanished from view. The only figure I saw standing above me now on the platform was that of Sister Cornelia, and on her shoulder, as if she were merely hefting a sack of grain, was one of the men. Turning in the direction where the train sat in its motionless state, she lobbed the unfortunate man down onto a set of empty rail tracks below. By this time, I had risen to one knee while keeping the other planted firmly on the ground in a half-standing position. The world in front of me was still swaying, undulating in my wavering eyesight. My head slowly rocked back and forth with it as the double vision of Sister Cornelia's boots approached me. Then, with a strong grip, she tugged on my hand. For some strange reason or another, when she did this, I failed to notice the unpleasant feeling that her hand wrapped tightly around mine brought. "Let's go, Toby," she instructed in an authoritative voice. Nearly dragging me, she pulled me to my feet, and before long, we were hightailing it out of there. The onlookers made quite a commotion as they moved hastily out of the way in a determined attempt not to be caught up in the middle of our flight path. The bag in my left hand swung helplessly, knocking against my thigh. After clearing the ticket gate, Sister Cornelia finally let go of my hand, but a sickening, slippery sensation came with it. Looking over at her, I realized that the stomach-churning, slimy feeling on my hand had come from the bright red bloom which stained both of hers. I peered back over my shoulder in the direction of the platform as I continued to run, but the figures of those three men who had been waiting for me at the station were nowhere to be found. The fuck is this? What the fuck is this book, bro? Okay. The fuck, man? Why do I read books in this game? Okay. Oh, Machias can see that Eustace isn't really that bad of a guy. Aw, Machias, it's okay. Oh.
Hostile spotted.
My turn.
Beginning combat. I'll handle it.
Oh, wait, hold on.
It's my turn. Yeah. I'll handle it.
My turn.
My turn. I shall fulfill my duty as...
My turn.
My turn. Now's a chance.
There! My turn.
Okay. Too slow. Okay.
My turn.
My turn.
My turn. Yeah. We should.
Did I open the chest? I did.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
There!
I'll handle it. Okay.
Very well.
Yeah. Here. I'll handle it.
Go. That's that. Let's.
Bridge, huh?
Starbridge. Beyond here is out of bounds for our field study.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot. This looks like a nice spot.
Okay, but where?
Ooh.
Very well.
Now, go! It's my turn!
My turn.
Go! That's that. Let's keep.
You're in my way.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Very well.
Okay, yeah!
Okay.
Here we go.
Very well.
Yeah, yeah!
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Oh, a lake.
It looks so pretty.
Very well. I will search your opponent. There.
It's my turn!
Very well.
Okay.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Very well.
Okay, yeah!
Go!
My turn.
I'll handle this.
Yeah! Now!
Here we go. Okay, it's safe for. Great.
Huh. Let me at him. Oh, hell no. Yes, I agree, Fee. higher rank than yourself. Brother, we have a fucking Alberea with us, though. How does no one realize it's useless until he speaks? How, literally, it's not like he blends in or anything. I would also like to know why he would eat it. Okay, well, to be fair, Machias's rage was kinda justified there. I don't know how I feel about this man. Like, I literally don't know how I feel about this guy. I mean, technically they do have a point. We did exactly what was asked of us. It's not our fault that shit happened like that.
That bridge above us looks like it dates back to the Middle Ages.
It is. It's been there for several hundred years.
Oh, that bridge. I'm like, what bridge are we talking about, Reen?
Very well, I will serve as your opponent. Very well.
Am I under level or something?
Very well.
Here we go.
My turn. Okay.
I'll handle this.
Here we go. That's that.
Why is this game getting hard?
My turn. What a waste of time. Let's go.
Here we go.
My turn.
My turn.
Yeah, yeah. Too slow.
Here we go.
Do I have a healer in my party?
Target's eliminated.
Is Emma heal? Hopefully she heals. The fuck are you?
Serve as your opponent.
I'll handle it.
Here we go.
My turn.
Okay. Hear me.
Oh.
Impossible.
Okay.
Oh!
My turn.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, it's safe for now.
So they just straight up have Oko moves? That's cool.
This monster seems dangerous. This one looks dangerous. Be careful. It's my turn.
What? Oh.
I'll handle it.
I'll handle this.
Here we go.
I'll handle it.
Okay. Hear me.
Thanks.
Very well.
My turn.
Go.
Nothing.
Oh.
Okay.
Go.
It's my turn.
Oh.
Hear me.
I suppose I should thank you. Very well.
It's not over yet.
Here we go.
My turn.
This is bad. Target's eliminated.
Feel like I'm going stronger.
I did it.
We really wanted a fee level up there, but okay. She's fine. She's fine at less than 200 health. She's fine! Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Very well. I will serve as your opponent.
This is bad.
Very well.
Okay. Hear me.
Thanks.
Here we go.
Okay.
Very well.
My turn. Hostiles neutralized. Success.
That should suffice.
Thank God. Eustace and Fee need to stop dying.
This looks like quite an old road, though it does seem well reinforced.
Yep. Looks like a lot of armored vehicles come this way.
You're in my way. I'll handle this.
Go.
My turn.
It's my turn. Here.
My turn.
My turn.
Go.
Yeah. Hear me.
I suppose I should thank you.
I'll help.
My turn. Alpha. You're in my way.
It's my turn. Yeah.
Very well.
Here we go.
I'll handle it. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe. Hostiles spotted.
It's my turn.
Beginning combat.
I'll handle this.
Here we go.
Okay.
Very well.
I'll handle it. It's my turn. Yeah. Oh, we should be.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Here they come. Be careful, everyone.
Another chance!
There!
My turn.
My turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
My turn!
My turn.
It's my turn. Here.
I'll handle it. Target's eliminated.
Oh, you're in my way. I'll handle this.
Go! Go! Here we go!
Okay. Yeah.
I'll handle it.
I'll handle this.
Here we go! That's that. Let's... Enemy sighted! Take him out! My turn!
Wait, what the? Since when did Fee have... Okay.
Here we go.
Silky dance.
That's that. Target's
Well.
eliminated. Let's get going.
Well, they're unalive now. Oh. Marcus has to be in the party. Yeah? Okay.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
Here we go! Flames, gavel on my blade!
Very well. Be gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Now.
Right!
this! Go! There!
It's my turn. Gleaming blades. Go!
What the?
Very well.
My turn.
Oh.
Right!
Was. Oh.
Eat that! Here we go! Now's our chance!
Okay. Hear me.
I suppose I should thank you. My turn.
Right! Here we go!
My turn.
Oh.
My turn!
It's my turn. Here.
I'll handle this. How pathetic.
Making progress.
A+ outcome.
A matter of course.
Success.
That was rough.
Yeah, but we still won.
Only just.
What the hell is wrong with you, Eustace Alberea? Why did you sever the link?
Don't even think of trying to place the blame on me, Machius Regnitz. You were the one who severed the link.
You said you'd cooperate, but you just couldn't do it, could you? You couldn't bring yourself to stoop to the same level as a commoner like me. You nobles truly are beyond redemption. You're utterly hopeless, through and through.
You asinine little... Why can't you see that all of this is born from your own prejudice and narrow-mindedness?
That's enough!
Please, calm down.
Stay out of this! This is our problem!
Why don't we settle this once and for all? Let me show you how much better than you I really am.
Reen!
There we go.
Nice work.
Reen, are you all right?
Hey. Are you injured?
I'm fine. It's just a scratch. I was so sure we'd killed it, though. Guess I shouldn't have let my guard down.
I shouldn't have either. But it's down for good this time.
I should administer first aid on that scratch. I'll need you to take off your jacket.
That feels much better. Thanks, Emma.
You're welcome. I'm happy I was able to put what we learned from Instructor Beatrix's classes to good use.
That was last week, right?
I'm sorry, Rena.
It's our fault that you were injured.
Oh, don't worry about it. It wouldn't have happened if I'd been paying more attention. I'm just glad neither of you were hurt.
Why are you so...
You should rest that shoulder for a while.
Yes, absolutely. I'd strongly recommend you fall back from the front line for the time being.
Thanks, I will. All right, let's get moving. We need to tell the Provincial Army about the monster we just defeated.
Yeah. I suppose it's not a done deal until we file our report.
Aurochs Fort isn't much farther across the canyon. We may need to hurry if we wish to be back in Bereahard before nightfall, however.
Let's go.
Hey, Reen?
Huh? What is it?
I just... Luxolium Curiaeum.
What? What did you just do?
Nothing. I just wanted to check on your bandage. Good, good. It seems fine. But please try your best to keep your shoulder firm. The less it moves, the better. You don't want your injury getting worse now.
Okay. I could swear I felt something warm flowing into my body. Maybe I'm just imagining things.
Why? Couldn't it have taken the healer, not, you know, like, my best attacker? Oh, God. It couldn't have taken my healer or anything? Nope, it had to...
Right. I'll handle this.
Okay.
Alright. Well...
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
You're in my way.
Yeah!
I'll handle this.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
I'll handle it.
I'll handle this.
Yeah! Yeah!
Leave it to me. All right, let's keep moving.
Oh, wait. Links aren't enabled anymore, are they? Pushing every button wrong. Okay. Wait, Fee's 2 years younger than us?
Let's get this over. Okay.
It's my turn. Here.
Very well.
Oh.
It's my turn.
Okay.
It's my turn. Let's keep going.
It's annoying, but also kind of cool that Eustace and Makis can't enable a link between each other.
You're in my way.
Yeah.
Very well.
My turn. Got it.
I'll handle this.
Okay. Hear me.
Thanks.
It's my turn.
I'll handle this.
What? Right.
Yeah. Hear me.
Thanks. My turn.
Very well. I shall fulfill my duty.
Right. Enemy sighted. Let's take them out.
I'll handle this.
It's my turn. Hear me.
I suppose I should thank you.
Keep that.
I'll handle it.
Very well.
I'll handle it.
Leave it to me. Now. Not gonna let you outdo me on the
How else
battlefield.
would we motivate you?
Wait, I'm sorry. I love Maki is questioning if he should be licking it, and then Eustace just going, she's clearly fine. She's clearly fine. Don't worry about her. It's okay.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Um. Oh, it's right there. Oh, damn it.
You're in my way. I'll handle this.
My turn.
Okay. Hear me.
Thanks.
It's my turn.
There. My turn.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Very well. What a waste of time. Let's...
That one looks annoying. Watch out.
Stay on guard and don't
Okay.
get cocky.
Very well.
Okay. Hear me.
Thanks.
It's my turn.
I'll handle it.
Very well.
Okay.
There. Right. Keep that.
Yeah. Here.
Very well.
Okay.
Right. Keep that.
Impossible.
Okay. Hear me.
I suppose I should
Okay.
thank you.
It's my turn now.
I'll handle it. Hostiles neutral.
Very well.
It's
I
my
will
turn.
serve as your opponent. Very well.
I'll handle it.
Right. Keep that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well. What a waste of time. Let's...
Whoa. It's huge.
fort. One of the Kreuzin Provincial Army's premier bases.
Not how I was expecting it to look. They modified an older fort. A lot.
Is something wrong, Eustace?
No, not at all. Let's go and give our report on the monster we defeated.
Isn't that...
It's a freight train from Rehard?
Looks like it's carrying tanks. Pretty heavily armored ones at that.
Those are the latest models from the Reinford Company. They're called Oxen.
How...
Come on, we have things to do.
Gosh, why does he have to be so...
He's right, though. We really should keep moving.
Yeah.
Who goes there? Wait, aren't those uniforms?
We're members of Thor's Military Academy, Class 7.
We completed a monster extermination task on your behalf and have come to give our report.
Oh, so you're the ones.
We've been expecting you. You'll forgive my curtness. Just didn't think you'd have someone so young with you as well.
So, we were able to defeat the monster in question. Do you require a written report, or is verbal confirmation okay?
Oh no, that's fine.
You were really able to beat that thing, though? Somehow or another, yes?
It wasn't easy, but we managed.
Huh, not bad. Not bad at all. We probably should have taken care of it ourselves, but it was a pretty dexterous thing, so we just kind of let it be.
It wasn't tough enough to cause any of us any harm, as long as we were in our armored cars when we encountered it. But still, it took a bit of convincing for us to ask a group of students to fight it, as you might imagine.
I can understand that.
Well, it provided a good opportunity for us to test our skills.
Wait.
Oh! Lord Eustace, what brings you? That uniform, are you?
Correct. I've returned to Berehard as part of a field study for the Academy. I'm here as a student, not as a member of the Alberea household. Please treat me accordingly, the same as you would my classmates.
As you wish. As you wish, Lord Eustace. Wow.
Looks like even the Provincial Army will miss a chance to bend over backwards for him.
I would like to know, however, about the contents of that train that just passed by here.
Ah, you saw it? Our Provincial Army has finally started getting supplied with tanks. Isn't it exciting?
Armored cars can't hope to compete with tanks in terms of firepower, after all. And we can't let the Imperial Army be stronger than us forever.
I see. The fort also appears to have been fortified quite significantly.
Ah, yes. Some rather sizable construction work was carried out just last month. It'll take more than a little cannon fire to damage these walls now.
Our anti-air defenses are going to be strengthened in the near future, too. This should soon become a fort we soldiers of the Kreuzin province can truly be proud of. You can count on that.
I will. And with that, I believe we are done here. We should take our leave.
Okay.
It is almost evening, after all.
Roger that.
Oh my god, a continuation! Do I want a continuation, though? Well, I guess we'll read the continuation. Chapter 4, The Black Vampire. Oh dear god. Two people ran through the streets of Heimdall down cobblestones dewed with moonlight. In the lead was Rose, her navy blue coat flapping in the wind like wings of a hawk as she pursued their foe. Just behind her, and shocked by her speed, was Alphonse, head whipping left and right as he searched for Luca. There had been no sign of her on the short path between the tavern and the grocery store where she had apparently been sent. When Rose had sensed the ominous presence of the vampire outside the tavern, she immediately set about following it. Alphonse didn't know what kind of trail she had picked up, but she flew down the streets and narrow paths without hesitation, as if following a puppet's strings back to its master. To find his friend, they now followed the vampire, spurred by that terrible certainty that the two were connected. Eek! I'm not gonna scream. Jack's gonna be fucking concerned if I scream. The sound of a piercing shriek filled the air, sending a chill up Alphonse's spine and freezing him to the spot. There was no mistaking its owner. It was Luca's voice. "Luca?" Alphonse cried. "Where are you?" "The scent is coming from this way," Rose called before rushing down a narrow alleyway. Alphonse followed, stumbling over his own feet in his desperate attempt to keep up with her. He could barely breathe from running so much, but he ignored the tightness in his chest and sped on. Kicking aside boxes and garbage piled here and there on the path, he eventually reached the other side of the alleyway and emerged into a neighboring street. In it stood someone, or something. It was draped in a black overcoat, the upper half of its head wrapped in a large cloth. Not even its eyes were visible. The only part of the body that remained uncovered was the bottom half of its face, a deathly pale expanse of flesh with a twisted smile at its center. At first glance, it almost seemed human. Alphonse was not fooled. This is it, he thought. This is the vampire. It was then that he realized the black-clad figure was holding something in its arms. Luca. Just as that realization hit, the vampire's rictus of a grin yawned wide as it opened its jaws. Alphonse caught a fleeting glimpse of beast-like fangs, too long, too sharp to be human. Seeing them, Alphonse instantly recalled the bite marks on the murder victims' necks. As he watched, horrified, those needle-like teeth descended toward Luca's throat. Rose was the first to act. In a movement so fast he could barely track it, she withdrew several thin objects from the inside of her cloak and threw them at the vampire. Alphonse remembered her showing him them as a part of her vampire hunting kit. The knives flashed in the moonlight as they sped towards the creature. As it was about to sink its fangs into Luca, the vampire turned towards them, dodging the knives just in time. Luca fell to the ground, and the vampire jumped high into the air, descending just behind Alphonse. It happened so fast that Alphonse was still staring at the spot the vampire had been when it landed silently behind him. The creature that was terrorizing Heimdall, the murderer of countless women, the thing that had attacked Luca. It was so close. Anger overrode fear. Alphonse clasped the hilt of his military saber and drew it. He spun around, slashing horizontally across the vampire's chest. The blade made contact. The vampire laughed. Alphonse watched transfixed as the wound on the creature's chest healed. The next instant, the vampire punched its right fist out towards the pit of Alphonse's stomach at incredible speed. The impact was so great that it forced him back, expelling all of the air from his lungs. And while he was able to protect his vital organs, he had still suffered the full brunt of the blow. He doubled over in agony. "Get down!" Rose cried out from behind him. With no choice but to obey her as best he could, he let himself fall limply to the ground. As he did, The stir of air from Rose's lightning-fast rapier thrust ruffled his hair as it passed. The vampire didn't laugh this time. Perhaps sensing danger from the rapier's silver radiance, it threw up its left arm in defense. The blade pierced flesh, and Rose followed through with her strike, skewering the limb right through to the other side. The tip stopped just before reaching the creature's chest. White smoke poured from the wound. Unlike Alphonse's earlier attack, it seemed Rose's had actually been able to damage it. Rose tried to move the sword, but it was stuck fast. The vampire smiled again. Heh, so you must be the vampire hunter responsible for sealing those ghouls. She ignored him and tried the sword again. I heard that many of my brethren had fallen at the hands of a vampire hunter, he continued in a low, sibilant voice. But I certainly did not expect the hunter in question to be a mere girl. Rose gave a derisive laugh. Brethren, I think you will find that word is meant for humans, not beasts like your kind. The vampire hissed it, and she bared her teeth at it as they both fought for control of the sword. Rose tried pushing forward, urging the blade on while the vampire kept the muscles in its forearm as rigid as steel to thwart her movement. Still lying on the ground, Alphonse gathered just enough strength to begin crawling his way to Luca's side. When he reached her, a quick check lessened the mad pounding of his heart. She was unconscious but otherwise unharmed. Relief washed over him. Rose's voice brought Alphonse back to the situation at hand. She and the vampire were still locked together, each refusing to yield. If we were to stay here like this until morning, your power would be sure to weaken significantly. I'd be happy to spend the night with you until then, if you wish, she suggested to it. It made an unsettling sound somewhere between a snort and a laugh. I'm afraid I will have to refuse your kind proposal, my beautiful lady. Not least because, thanks to you and your pitiful human friend, my evening meal has been rather spoiled. As it uttered those words, the vampire's outline began to blur. Alphonse blinked rapidly, trying to clear his vision. But it was no trick of the shadows. The creature's form was dissipating into a fine, black mist. Though its mouth was disappearing like the rest of it, its voice somehow carried on. Should either of you seek to disturb my dinner again, I hope you are prepared for the consequences. And then it was gone. Silence fell. Gradually, Alphonse got used to the pain in his chest from the vampire's blow. He counted its good fortune that he'd only lost his breath and not broken any bones. With a final steadying wheeze, he hoisted the unconscious Luca on his back and rose slowly to his feet. I guess that's not the end of our vampire then, he said unhappily. Rose was inspecting her sword for damage. Finding none, she returned it to its sheath. Turning their body to mist is one of the many abilities vampires have. It escaped from us this time, but I expect that it will take some days for its left arm to heal. At the very least, I think it's safe to assume that no one else will be attacked tonight. It sounds like vampires are unbelievable foes to be up against. That's a relief, though, at least. Still, he added, you're pretty unbelievable yourself. Rose shook her head. Their loss obviously rankled her. Next time, she said with steel in her voice, it won't get away. I'm going to find some stronger equipment, and I will finish it for good. Alphonse nodded. Next time they would have it. They might not have been able to defeat the vampire, but at the very least, they had earned a short respite from danger, having saved Luca and prevented another murder from occurring. And without Rose's assistance, none of it would have been possible. Thank you, Rose. If you hadn't been here, she cut him off with a dismissive wave of the hand. There is no reason to thank me. I was simply doing my duty. Dejected, Alphonse fell silent. But these murders are not over yet. We will need to discover the true identity of the vampire for that to happen. Yeah, he said at length. You're right. Either way, should we go and investigate another crime scene tomorrow like we discussed earlier? Indeed. Farewell for now. And with that, she left. She didn't even wait for Alphonse's response, a fact that left him feeling even more downhearted, considering all that they had been through that night. Afterwards, Alphonse took Luca to her home. As he walked, she finally woke up. Finding herself on his back, she flushed and stammered her way through his questions. She remembered nothing of what had happened to her, it seemed. Unable to tell her the truth, Alphonse simply said that he had found her collapsed outside. It was probably just fatigue from work, he told her. Thankfully, she seemed convinced. All the while, as he tried to feign cheerfulness to put her at ease, his mind was still focused on the battle earlier. He hadn't stood a chance against the vampire. He had even forgotten the silver short sword that Rose had given him. In the heat of battle, he had simply fallen back on his military training and used his saber, for all the good that had done. While he had at least been able to avoid getting in Rose's way, he felt ashamed as an Imperial soldier. Next time, he swore to himself, he would not let her down. He would help bring an end to the murders once and for all. As Alphonse hardened his resolve that night, Rose navigated the dark streets alone, her mind fixated on the past. The sight of Alphonse on the ground after being struck by the vampire, the image of his friend who had almost lost her life and been turned into a ghoul, the vision of that one cursed memory she desperately sought to forget. Am I on the verge of making the same mistake a second time? She wondered aloud. She stopped in her tracks, brow furrowed and expression meek, and looked up to where the crimson moon hung like a great malevolent eye in the sky.
Wait. What is the meaning of this?
Machias?
If we were on the border with Crossbell or the Republic, maybe I could understand. But why does the Provincial Army here need state-of-the-art tanks? Not to mention anti-air defenses and countless other fortifications. It's utter madness!
Machias.
He makes a good point.
Can you truly be so ignorant? This is the reality of the present situation within the Empire. Tensions between Osborn's reformist faction and our noble faction grow worse by the day. Though admittedly, it's been happening mostly under the surface, away from the eyes of the general populace. But this is just one of the many ways that conflict is manifesting itself.
I'd heard rumors, but...
No doubt my father was the one who ordered these fortifications. I have no intention of giving any comments of my own on his decision. But if you wish to lodge a complaint, I'm quite happy to listen. So?
No, it's fine. The sun's going down. We should get back to Bereahart.
Yeah.
Let's go then.
A dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
It's my turn.
I'll handle this.
I've got this!
We're finally back.
My feet are killing me.
breeze here feels wonderful.
The food was delicious too.
Agreed.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles. Do you dine here often, Eustace?
I do. The chef has been good to me since I was a child. I was practically raised on this food.
How typical. Even in your dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury. Though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm, too.
Yes, for a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Eustace stays in good health.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wonder what Group B is doing right now.
We had this exact same conversation in our group last month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Ark. Probably nothing to worry about.
It was Celtic for you last month, right? So you were thinking of us on the first night?
Yeah. After dinner, we were wondering how Group B was getting on. Dare I ask?
Well...
Nowhere near as peacefully as now. This is a big improvement.
I kind of figured that much.
We are doing much better this time. That much is true.
Huh? And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
It's not?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today. But can we honestly say the same? That we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well.
We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left. Besides, we had the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yes, that's true.
First, we find out taxes are rising throughout the province. Then, we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale. Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related.
I have no intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin. Exactly how many Oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control?
Well...
100 or 2, I'd guess.
Precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent, and roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
So you're suggesting that's why the Provincial Army needs to bolster its forces?
Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
Ah, the travails of youth! How noble and beautiful they are!
It's you.
Baron Blue Blanc, I believe?
Ha ha! It's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron. I see you've completed a hard day's work already. How splendid!
Yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the fateful encounter I seek. The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I most certainly will. Though it truly is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel. I'd heard that Duke Albarea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Would you not agree, my friends?
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you. I wish you well on your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end. Be it the lovely luster of success or the sad splendor of failure.
Who does he think he is? This is why I can't stand nobles.
I thought you might say that. If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated. Almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble. Like he's fulfilling the stereotype.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too. But what's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here.
You're right.
We told him of our field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Between him and that silver object, we've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Well, tomorrow's the end of our stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly.
We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then.
Can't get to sleep?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Aren't you going to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
My brother and I have different mothers. He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day. My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago. In other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure you have your differences, but you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. There wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct. Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision. And you did exactly the same thing with us today. I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health, then for your reputation. That selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance, after all.
I know it can. And you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now? I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree, it wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Hear, hear. Good night, Eustace.
Pleasant dreams.
Drinks are on me someday.
We have received word that a dangerous monster roams the North Croydon Highway. This is bad news for our hotels, so may I ask someone to please take care of it? Monster, Venus Mantrap. Location, the stone bridge leading towards Celtic on the North Croydon Highway. I'd like to request someone's help in gathering a number of ingredients I need to make a particularly nostalgic dish. For more details, come find me at Sorcier, a restaurant in the Central Plaza.
Eustace Alberea.
What is it, Machius Regnitz?
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat link.
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure. What did you say?
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Nonsense! I did no such thing! I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Reen and...
Machius.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
Lord Eustace.
Arno? What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course, however, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Grace may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
But...
Go with him. We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about us.
Huh. You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right?
Agreed.
Are you certain? Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right. Let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
Well, let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Eustace any further reason to worry, now would we?
Huh, certainly not. Still...
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Stop that! Stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe! Rain, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again. But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education. You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes. Raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so how about we get to it?
Right.
Sauce. Sauce. I just don't trust Eustace's father at all. Not in the slightest.